Hi, welcome back to another video, and today we have a TAG Heuer INDY 500 and the bezel needs repainting. So as you can see, there's no black or red in this bezel. Also, the side here where it says INDY 500 needs to be painted red as well. We'll get the bezel done for you so you can see just a quick demo how to do it. If your watch at home has lost its numbers, you can do it quite easily yourself. There's no trick to it. It's really simple. You just need some coloured paint. We have a red here. We have a black. It's just an enamelled paint, so we paint it in. So we're going to start with the 500 and the INDY lettering. So this has had a stir and a shake already. And then you just apply it with a piece of pegwood. So you just dip it in. It's nice and thick. It's all been mixed. You just slowly start to paint it on. Quite thick. You don't want any air bubbles, so make sure it, once it is stirred, it has settled for a while. And that's enough there for the red. I'll just show you. See, it's run into the engraving there, so that will cover that nicely as it will dry. Just catch that there. And I'm going to continue with the black, so I'll get rid of the red. Again, this has been stirred. So I'm going to slowly paint this in. Drop more on there. Right, so this has properly dried now, so it's 24 hours just over, and you can see where all that paint was, and it looked quite thick when I first applied it, but you can see there how it's gone into the engraving on the bezel, so that's exactly what we want. So now is to remove the excess paint. So you've got a couple of options really. You can use like a chemical and rub it off, Not always best because it could affect the paint what you want to leave, or you can scrape it off. Now because this is a polished surface, it's not been polished for a refurb, so you can use a soft piece of wood, which is the peg wood, and we can scrape it off. So I'm just going to show you slowly what we do, and you'll see how it come off. Because the paint's nice and dry, it should come off quite easily. So let's have a go. Just done the 500 there, and I'll work my way around on the Indy text. I'll just change my pegwood there just so it's a little bit sharper. So let's have a look. So there you go. So that will just clean up nicely now. Let's catch that light. So I'll continue round now to do the rest of the text, and I'll just show you after it's done. Okay, so I've now scraped off all the rest of the paint, just apart from one blob over here, which I'll just point out now. So I'm just going to demonstrate with this one to use either an isopropanol or an acetone just to break the surface of the paint, and it's easier to scrape off with a cloth. It's not always good doing on a large surface like this because it will leave a lot of paint residue, but if it's just something small, I'll just demonstrate for you. So I'm going to dip my cloth into some isopropanol. There, just not a lot, just enough just to wet the top of the paint. And I'm just going to rub it on the top a couple of times, and it will start to break it. Then I move to another part of the cloth and just start rubbing it down. So you just got to check if you're using a chemical that you're not leaving any residue. So I'll just try and catch the light. See how here, just see under this, so just see here on the lip of that glass there, that's just where the paint is smeared. So you've got to get that off. So I'll just go in now with my pegwood, just scrape that out. And just rub over. And here you go, all done. So you just check it, just make sure you got all the paint out. Well, as you can see there, that's a good job. It's been nicely done, nice and neat. And then I've just got to tackle this Indy 500 as well later on. But there you go, quick demo for you. And that's how you repaint a bezel. Thanks for watching.